still looking through my spells.
Are you?
Yeah, unless you've put anything in order that I shouldn't change my spells anymore.
No, you do whatever the hell you want. I hate it when my camera... There we go. I'll leave that there. Good morning, chat. People in the chat room. Today is going to be a special, fun, happy, short, hopefully just a 90-minute scenario.
Town chat room.
Chitty chat, chippity chat, chat, or something.
I get it. This is good.
Oh yeah, this file's way too big. Holy shit. Alright, let's try this again. Let's get that map up there. There we go. That should have gone through now.
See it. Looks good. Hear back from the Jizza? I don't see him yet.
He's at home.
On the toilet?
He's pooping. He's getting his morning poops out.
Makes sense.
It does. Let's see here. Now I need to wait for him to get in because I think nope, I'll have to move you down over here. Because things are all goofed up with John being not here. Oh shit. That's why it did that. Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Good morning, gentlemen.
What's up, genius?
Guten Morgen. Yeah. This is how I'm going to DM all morning. Yeah, we are going to play the game.
I want that. I really do.
No, I don't think you do after an hour and a half of bullshit German accent. It's going to be... Well, you'd want to reach through the camera and poke my eyes. All right, we need to add... Oh, not do that. We need to add... Oh, do we need to add you? We probably do need to add you. Dum 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 dum. So what are you up to? How is your weekend so far?
Not too bad. Last night, I've had issues with my ankle and my back, and then last night I tripped over something on the floor in the kitchen, and it hurt a lot. But thankfully, it doesn't hurt too bad this morning. Sucks getting old, and I'm not even the oldest one on this podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am young and I'm spry. Your mom said so. No?
I mean, I liked it. I'm not sure that Mom liked it.
That's not. She said she did. Hey. I need to go get coffee.
This will be interesting today.
You're right.
Yeah, be trying to get into the character. You know, Graz was not very intelligent, but he had the wisdom enough to be a druid. His character does not. Kind of the same thing with you know, he was not very smart. So it's been a while since it's been a few sessions since I've gotten to play dumb but lovable big guy. So
Well, we'll have to figure out how this all works out then.
it's probably my easiest and most getting into character trope, so should be fun. And warning to Mr. Norman, if you've got 90 minutes worth of material, we're probably gonna, you know, RP and joke our way through half of that. So you've got 45 minutes of good content, maybe.
Did you air
Yeah.
quotes good?
I mean, good is relative.
Morning, Scoot Jack. Yeah, I mean, I
Map
have.
looks vaguely familiar.
Is that one of the ones you watched me create?
Yeah, I think I had some suggestions in there.
I think you did too. But I figured for a short, one-time deal, let's see if it's actually a useful scenario map. I mean, obviously, any map is probably useful, but
yeah, part of me wants to have you read that whole backstory, but that's like 20 minutes of content that I don't know if everyone needs.
trust me. Yeah,
I hope you got a chance. I hope you got a chance to read it at least, because it amuses me to no end.
I read through it the night that you sent it, and then I read through it again this morning. Or I read the second half, the part that matters.
So yeah, the physical locations in there were based on what Rick had told us about his continents and in his campaign. So some of that stuff may not make sense depending on where we're set.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to set that scene for us. You know, are we in the same land as all the rest of these characters? Is this a made-up land? Is this not even really a land? It's just this one-shot random location. All the things you get to think about when you're the DM.
Uh-huh. It's going to be a matter of remembering names. Farley and Spade.
It should be pretty easy. Just picture Tommy Boy.
Yeah. And it took me a minute after, like, I read Farley and Spade Callahan, and I started reading. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I think what it was, Ryan, if you remember, Rick had said, don't make a backstory, just come up with your characters and send me your characters. And Ryan and I couldn't just, let that sit. So we're like, well, we'll make our characters, but we're brothers. So we don't have a backstory, but we're brothers. And then he's like, fine, whatever. So then, of course, I had to make a backstory for us. So
That's actually really clever.
Because I think
We've
some of
been sitting
started
on
on a
Comedy
boat
Gold
and-
for a long time.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I think we were starting on a boat, and he wanted like some of the people to be working on the boat and some of them to be captured on the boat, and so I think he was trying to go loose with that so he could figure out who was who, and I think we weaseled our way into members of the crew because we were brothers or something. So thank you for letting me have chalk.
Hey, man. Whatever works for you. Seemed like a random request, but
Character quirk, he likes to doodle. That actually what played into me choosing Rune Knight for him, because he would be sketching the runes and somehow elven magic got incorporated. So now making pictures actually does something.
do his stick figures come to life?
Not exactly, but I don't know if you read through all of the features and traits and things, but I found it very entertaining.
No, I didn't
What
have a
he can
chance
do.
to necessarily dig too deep into your character sheets at all. I just took a peek to be sure that you didn't have like ultra rare swords
Yeah.
and shields and
I possess the eye and hand of Vecna. All bow to me.
I don't know what that means, but it probably means you have God mode. Is that God mode enabled?
Kinda. Although not a happy god.
An angry God? God of vengeance? Are you Batman?
Not nearly as smart as Batman.
All right, I suppose let's do this.
All right. I don't have an. I was thinking about putting a limerick together, but I did not.
Good morning, everybody. This is Two Nerds One Quest. I am your host for this evening. I am Norm.
Depends on where you are.
It is sunny. Therefore, it is morning. Joining me today is Cooch. How you doing, Cooch?
Oh, doing fantastic. Ready for a fun, new, interesting, and exciting adventure.
We'll see how that works out. Also with us today is Mr. Genius Lazy Dragon. What is going on?
I don't know about adventure, but experiment is definitely a word for today. And hey, as long as you lob that softball high enough, we will do our best to hit it out of the park.
Yes. We'll go with yes. We are down a DM today. So that means you get to listen to me talk for quite a while. We are doing a scenario-based episode today where there's not really an overlapping story. There's no arc. There's no, depending upon how this goes, maybe it could turn into something down the road. But no DM means no Lady of the Ice and no scary. I mean, this isn't intended to be scary. I guess depending upon your level of fright. Maybe if you're a 1-year-old, this will be scary.
Mm-hmm.
But I doubt it. So we're going to get into
Love
it. I don't have a name for this. This is the Booty Guild. And actually, you're going to have to hold on 2 seconds because I think my dog needs to go out because
Booty,
perfect timing. So you two talk.
All right, I will.
We can preemptively name it. What did I had something on the backstory at the beginning? You can choose to call it the opposite attacked, or check your elf before you wreck your elf, or half elf will travel. Or the ones that again, these are for those coming into it. These are characters we made a number of years ago for another campaign that we ended up not getting into. So when Tom said he needed us to create some characters, it was Cooch's idea to bring them back and say, here's something that we wanted to do, and it seems to work out. So here we are.
The character's a little bit of personality. So hopefully that shines through today.
All right. Personality.
We're doing our best to hijack Norm's campaign here with our antics, for sure.
Did you already change your characters?
Yeah, I'm a turtle wizard now.
Uh-oh. We're both spellcasters. We just better stay away then. Oh, no.
Yeah. Twin powers activate.
Yeah. We just
All right.
attack bad guys from rooftops, and we never engage in combat.
So, we are joining Spade and Farley Callahan, treasure hunters extraordinaire, or so they like to think. They are twin brothers from the same mother, if you can believe that or not.
That's right.
Farley is the beefy puncher of the group. A little low on the wits, little low on the intellect. And Spade is the magic user. He is the brains of the operation. A little less brawny. You would call him maybe small? Is that the right word?
Tall wayfish, I think, is a good word, but he's not a genius. I'm gonna tell you that. So sometimes it might feel like the blind leading the blind, but we'll see what happens here.
So the dumb leading the dumber. And
Mhm.
it would appear that Farley is kind of like a mix and match with his clothing style, according to Genius. You wanna
Yeah,
explain how he
his,
looks?
Yeah, so he's not wearing anything too elaborate. It does appear that his clothing was repurposed from possibly a sail from a ship, maybe curtains or some other upholstery, just something patched together so that he could basically cover himself. So very patchwork quilty kind of shirt and pants.
Speaking of boats, you two, this is how you became a treasure hunter, because you left your house. I believe Farley joined the military for a little bit before getting kicked out after giving everybody
Mhm.
food poisoning, and Spade went to the wizarding world of what I'm not sure exactly what school, the School of Hogwarts, and Dumbledore Dumbledore was a complete dick.
Yep,
And,
I accidentally went to platform 69 and a half.
Yeah, and that just didn't sit well with the lady that was guarding the door. And since Spade could not perform properly, he left. What? No, his mentor was a complete dick and blamed everything on him. So Spade decided it wasn't worth it. He decided to take it into his own hands to give himself an education. So him and Farley met back up, and they ended up on a boat trying to get away. Well, not get away. To expand their horizons and leave their small world. They hopped on a boat, a trade boat, to which Farley was a deckhand / guard, would you say?
Yeah, like a security officer. I mean, occasionally they took prisoners on the ship, so you kept them in line.
So upon being on the boat, they had picked up a treasure hunter who was sailing to 10 Towns. He had claimed to have a world-changing artifact that had been dug, and he was returning it to a tribe of dwarfs, a cave of dwarfs. What do you call a group of dwarfs? A family?
A gaggle.
Beard.
A beard of dwarfs?
Beard of dwarfs.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that once.
I think it's a clan.
I'm gonna go with beard. Beard is the right
Okay,
answer.
I like it.
So he was going to be returning that to the Beard of Dwarves. You never got his name, but he seemed really kind of like you get that hero on a pedestal. The second he walked on the boat, he just seemed to shine and glow. And both of you, after watching him get off the boat and meet with the dwarves, just fell in love with treasure hunting.
I want
And now-
shiny things too.
And part of it is because you love the shiny. You have a
Yeah.
backpack that you just think is too light, and it needs to be filled with shiny.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
so
makes sense. My ass is broke.
as you go through, you stumble upon a couple of treasures here and there, basically by falling into mines and just literally stumbling upon what you think is awesome treasures, which turns out to be, just lost items, not necessarily any type of artifact. But one day, you stumble across a map. On this map is a big X. Next to the X is the golden altar. And you think, sure, why not? Let's travel. Let's see if we can find where this golden altar is. And as you sail around, you kind of not quite sure how to read a map, and you're not quite sure where you're at. So over the course of a year, whatever a year is in D&D time, you've come across the Isle of Aileron in the Moonshae Isles. And as you've wandered, the island seems to match what your map is showing. And you've gone through the Durnal Forest up north to the Fairheight Range, and you've been wandering through the Fairheight Range, and you're kind of in the valley of it, the gully, where you have the mountains on both sides, and it's really narrow, and you really can't climb up. It would almost be like if you were, you can't go one way or the other. You can either go north or south. Like there's no climbing. It's really steep, and as you continue on, you're kind of second guessing if you're in the right spot. You have your map out, you're looking around, and you come into this little clearing as you're going. Did you have a chance to look at the map, Genius?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it up on the side.
All right, so you're going to be coming in on the south side of that map, and as you walk in, you kind
Outside.
of give me some. Let's see here. Let me pull up D&D Beyond because I'm going to need that.
Feels right.
Give me some perception checks.
Fuzzy dice enabled. Holy cow. 18 for me.
15 for me.
All right. So as you're getting up into that area, you hear this loud thundering rush. It's kind of like I shouldn't say a thundering rush. It's like a hum, like a loud. It kind of sounds like water. It sounds like
You can
somebody's.
feel it more than you can hear it almost.
Yeah. You're able to kind of feel it in the ground, and it sounds like somebody is perpetually dumping a bucket into a deep pool. So you stop and you look at your map, kind of look at each other. It's a waterfall. Sounds like a waterfall. You look at where the X is, and you notice that the X is next to a waterfall.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
We've been on the road for a while. I could definitely use a bath.
Well, let's see if we're in the right place first. I hear a waterfall. Do you?
Yeah, I can almost feel it.
How do you feel a waterfall?
On my
Dumbass.
feet. It's in my feet.
Oh. Oh.
You can
okay.
see he took his boots off. He's walking barefoot right now.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I guess I feel it too. And now that you say that, well, so the smart thing to do would be to look for this waterfall because we see the map and we've got a waterfall on the map. So if we have a waterfall on the map and we find the waterfall, we should be able to find where the X is.
You're so smart.
Yeah, that's why you got to listen to me, man. So
So
the adventurers start to look for the waterfall that they hear.
okay, so you really have you're still in this gully, and you have kind of a step up. It's probably about 5 feet up to your right. Off to your left is kind of like a really tall, probably 40-foot high cliff. You can kind of see some boulders peeking out over the top, and there's kind of like a narrow entrance to where that sound is probably coming from. There's some trees around. Looks like some tree stumps, like somebody had come through and kind of knocked some trees down and taken them away. And it sounds kind of like that, based upon your perception, that sound is coming from between the two, that narrow area. So it's kind of like an echoey chamber. It's not coming from your right off onto that step.
All right, we'll proceed forward then, and let's go this way, and just kind of point up towards the chasm area, the gully.
As you move forward through between those two walls, you see a fallen tree off to your right and some shorter bushes, and the sound of the waterfall is getting much louder, and it kind of looks like there's another open area to your right, but it's kind of blocked by trees and shrubs. And as you get closer, the sound of the waterfall turns into the actual view of the waterfall as you go around that corner.
It's beautiful.
Oh man, there it is. Let's get out the map again. So we'll check the map and try to get our bearings.
So as you look at the map, everything seems to be just the way it's looking to you. Tall mountains, kind of the 5-foot step up, trees, everything seems to be aligning. And as you kind of make your way towards that area with the shrubs and the fallen tree, a spear comes flying out of the air and lands at the feet of Farley. He kind of sticks in the ground, kind of at an angle, and starts wobbling, and you kind of get that. And off from the north side, from further down, yells, "Stay away from my treasure!"
Well, Farley, we're on the right path, I guess. Watch out!
I would grab the spear and say, "Look, a new spear."
It was free, man. Look, we're finding treasure already.
The guy that do we see the where the voice is coming from? Like the person?
Yes. So as you look around, coming from the north side of the map there, from the trees, are two... Let me pull this up. Are two orcs slowly walking through. And kind of following behind from a distance of about 5 feet is kind of a human-looking... You would call him an adventurer. Why don't you give me a history? Give me a history check.
Jeez, I'm wasting all the good rolls now. 18 again.
9.
As he walks through with the orcs, and as they approach you, Farley, you recognize him instantly as, "Hey, that's that guy from the boat."
Hey, that's that guy from the boat. The guy with the treasure. The guy that was going to 10 Towns with that shiny treasure thing.
And
Well,
now that
if
Farley
it's
says that,
between-
Spade, you recognize him. He's got his boots, his travel boots on. He's got He's got like this pouch that kind of slings across his shoulder that he would put like smaller artifacts in. He's kind of got a like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a treasure hunter hat, kind of like a brimmed hat to keep the sun off of him. And attached
Like a
to his side,
fedora.
is a whip.
Oh, it's that dangerous treasure hunter. Man,
Mm.
he's cool.
Good thing we got here first. We can claim it.
As he
well.
approaches you, he yells, "Back off! This is mine. I don't need no amateur treasure hunters taking this for themselves. This needs to go back to who it belongs to."
Amateurs. Barley, who the hell are you calling us amateurs?
I don't know. We got here first. Who's the amateur
Clearly.
now?
Squatters' rights. We're gonna take it first.
Now, is this the guy who yelled in the first place, or is that a different voice?
This is the same guy. This is
Okay.
the guy who's doing the talking. The orcs are just kind of the orcs are walking in front of him and kind of appear to be maybe bodyguards or hired help, because he is of humanish. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. What's a tabaxi? Because I didn't look it up.
Cat?
He's a cat. So it's a
It's
cat.
like a cat man.
It's a cat man, standing on his back
Cool.
2 feet. Oh, I did look that up. I forgot.
Cool.
This is going great. So he's a cat. Think Puss in Boots from
That's exactly where my head went.
But 6 feet tall.
Puss in Boots with a whip on his hip.
It's Puss in Boots, Indiana Jones.
And I also think like Antonio Banderas is
Huh.
his voice. I think I'm gonna do that.
Sure. I'm trying to
Alright,
think of
this
how I
is
can
gonna
do
work out.
Antonio Banderas. You must keep that treasure away from yourself.
This
This
gonna
is
work
not for
out.
you. The treasure is for me.
All right. If we take a look at what's going on, can we cross the wall? Do we have to cross the waterfall based on the map?
So you're not sure yet. You're seeing the waterfall, but you're not seeing the water it's falling into yet. There's
Sure.
too many trees and brush in your way. You're standing next to this fallen tree,
And he's coming from the north.
and he's coming from the north. So they're about 20 feet away, and the orcs are kind of splitting and coming down towards you.
All right. Well, Farley would naturally get in front of Spade, knowing how if things come to blows, he's going to be in the front.
All right. You move in front of Spade, so roll initiative.
All right. Ooh, that dice is cool.
Hey yo, dirty 20.
Nice, 14.
All right. You got to give me a second with the. You said dirty 20 and 14.
True.
All right. So the
I hate that I rolled a 19, a 19, and an 18 so far. It can only go really downhill.
Oh, don't say that. Just stay positive. Maybe
All right.
the dice are.
Maybe
your
it's the fuzzy
E-dice are
dice.
weighted. Yeah,
The
they're
fuzzy
weighted.
dice.
So the Tabaxi goes first, then Genius, then one of the orcs, and then Cooch, and then the other orc. So it's kind of like a staggered attack. So
All right.
as the hunter is standing back there, he's gonna yell, "Don't you know who I am? I'm Kentucky James, damn it!" And he's going to. Yeah, I hit Indiana Jones in my head.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Harley, you ever heard of Kentucky James?
No, I've heard of Kentucky whiskey though.
Kentucky whiskey. Oh, now you're talking.
He's going to pull a short bow out, and he's going to take a shot at Farley.
Fuck.
For 19. Does 19 hit you?
19 does hit me.
Sure.
For 5.
Okay.
And he is about, I would say, 25 feet away from you guys. And the orcs are at this point, I would say, about 10 feet away.
Okay.
Genius, it's you.
All right. Fun. Okay, so I am going to see which one is better.
We'll call Orc A the one on the left, and Orc B will be the one on the right.
All right. Rune Knight, I think is what it's called. I'm going to first use my bonus action to magically gain the following benefits for the next minute. The ability is called Giant's Might. If I'm smaller than large, which I'm medium, I become large along with anything I'm wearing. If I lack the room to become large, my size doesn't change. I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And once on each of my turns, one of my attacks with a weapon or unarmed strike can deal an extra 1d6 to a target on a hit. So all of a sudden you see Farley, who is already a big guy, not necessarily all muscle, but big guy, all of a sudden become like half again his size. And instead of taking up 1 square, he takes up like 4, or commands the space of 4. And then I will rush to whichever one is the closest, and I will attack them since they shot first.
Oh, let's go big time. All right, I'm into it.
Here we go. Ah, it's only a 12 to hit.
Yeah, it'll be a miss.
Okay. So I am in melee with whichever one was closer, and
All right. I would say that probably from where you were standing, Orc B would have been the closer one, the one on the right.
okay. I think that's all I can do for now. Yes.
All right. Well, Orc B is going to. Let's see here. Actually, it's Orc A's turn. So Orc A is going to close in on you, Farley, and he is going to short sword. Does 11 hit you?
An 11
Mm-hmm.
does not.
All right. So he is going to take up there. He's going to be on your left-hand side. So you are engaged with both of the orcs at this point.
Nice.
Spade?
It's my default condition is being flanked by multiple enemies. That seems to be most of the characters I make, except for, rabbits with one hand. Don't like that.
No, probably not.
All right. So I'm going to light up a spell I've literally never cast in Dungeons and Dragons before. And
I'm excited.
You see Spade flex his fingers forward, and he's going to cast Wither and Bloom. I need a Constitution saving throw from both of the orcs.
Constitution
And
saving?
Genius, I need you to roll a hit dice.
You said Constitution saving?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Let's see.
Orc A got 13.
Do I get the bonus for the...
Orc B got 16.
All right, so they both save.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a 10, so...
All right, so you'll be fully healed. What Wither and Bloom does is it's necrotic damage. I'm going to roll 2d6s. and they'll take half this damage. Oh, it was 12, so they'll take 6 each damage. The orcs will each take 6. And the genius, any one character of my choice in this 20 diameter sphere, one friend of mine can roll a hit dice and gain that much life.
Nice.
So,
Feeling good.
You would have been able to add 3 to it, but
Yeah, I only needed the 5, so
like-
that was cool.
That's a really nice spell you have there.
yeah,
Especially
the save was 13. Otherwise, they would have taken 12 damage, and that would have been real powerful. So, but Spade's gonna back up 20 feet, just kind of leaving Farley on an island. But that's kind of his style. He's kind of gonna search for cover behind
tuck
a
into
tree.
those trees.
So as you move, you're kind of going to move yourself back into that between the two walls of mountain there. And you're going to move yourself back probably to those first set of stumps.
Yep, I just want to stay within about 60 feet of the combat zone, but otherwise I'm going to back up as far as I can and get behind a tree.
Yep, and so you're going to be about probably 40 feet away from the orcs and probably, I would say, 60 feet away from
Kentucky James.
Kentucky James.
Kick their ass, Farley! Kick their ass! Don't come back until it's done!
Don't come back.
And my
till it's
turn's
done.
over.
Yeah.
All right, Orc B's turn.
You
He's going
can't.
to
Nice.
he's going to take a swing at Farley, of
Sure.
course, with his great axe. Does 15 hit you?
It does not. 16 is my armor class.
Ooh. Nice.
Just made it.
Huzzah.
Thank you, Ring of Protection.
Huzzah!
Yeah, you're
That
Patrick,
one
glad
extra
you asked
point.
about that, huh? All right. Next is the Tabaxi's turn. He is going to notch another arrow, and seeing
I hope he does.
Farley or seeing a Spade move further away, he is going to lob an arrow at him.
Does Spade have any partial half or full cover, or half or 3/4 cover, which would give him a bonus to his AC?
Nope, he would be seen from where. Kentucky would be just on the south side of that northern set of trees, so he has a clean view of you, and he's gonna have a clean line of sight down to where
Yeah.
Spade is.
Fair
Okay.
point. Good thought.
Ooh. Does 12 hit you?
12 does somehow not hit me. My
So he
AC
lets
is
loose.
lower than I'm comfortable with, but
You're
Kentucky
Dexy.
pulls his-
You're okay.
Pulls his bow back and lets loose, and it just whizzes by you, just by the sheer millimeters of space. Next up is Mr. Spade or Mr. Farley.
Mr. Farley is going to now take out a second short sword that in his opposite hand, and he will start with his main attack. Short sword. Oh, come on. I'm assuming 11 does not hit. Same orc B, I think it was.
Yep, 11 does not hit.
Okay, then he will then offhand with his bonus action swing, and that's better. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right, and you see. I gotta make sure it's not a. Okay, it's an other. So when I hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, I can invoke the rune. Okay, so you see on his sword a rune in the shape of a stylized fire. Obviously, looks like it was drawn by a kindergartner. Lights up, and you can see as the hit takes place, it also seems to be doing some kind of fire damage. So this will be fun for me because I get to deal 1d6 plus 3 plus 1d6 for being giant plus 2d6 of fire damage, and then it has to succeed on a thing. So let's start with the first one. Here is the first
I don't know if we're gonna get that far.
So it would be 5 plus I think I just have to roll this separately. 5 plus 4, so a total of 9 piercing, I think it's piercing damage, and 6 fire damage. And he's still standing.
Well, how does he die?
All right, so swing the one way, and he apparently didn't see me pull out the second sword, so as he ducks and dodges my first attack, the offhand comes up from behind me and catches him upside the head, I guess, and not really necessarily aiming, just imagining if I hit him hard enough, he'll go down kind of a thing. So, and the sword is kind of glowing red hot as it hits him.
Yeah, so the orc standing in front of you just gets stabbed and burnt and just annihilated and drops to the ground at your feet. The other orc kind of looks at him, looks at you, raises his great axe over his head, and just screams. And it is his turn.
Yes.
I was going to say, are you done? Or did you want
Yeah. Nope.
All right.
I did enough.
All right. He's going to take this great axe from above his head and kind of swing it around. Does a 18 hit.
18 does hit.
18 hits for 15 damage.
Wow, he rolled well.
Yeah, it's 1d12 plus 3, and he rolled a 12.
Rolled a 12, yeah.
I'm glad that wasn't a crit.
If it was a crit, I have a thing, but I was hoping to not have to use it. So we're fine.
Apparently,
We're
he was
fine.
very,
Everything's fine here.
apparently he was very angry about you killing his friend.
Well, he's going to be more angry when I kill him too. So
All right, so he is done. He's not going to do anything else. Spade.
All right, I see Farley take a wall up, but I think I gotta assume he's got this, as someone's chucking garbage at me. So I'm turning around and I'm gonna try to hit Kentucky James with a firebolt. And it is only 8 to hit, so he got out of the way.
Yep. So he's definitely steps aside, being a cat.
And
the bolt misses.
So I'm gonna spin around the tree, and I guess I'm gonna show my back to the orc, but I'm gonna get half cover against Kentucky James.
All right, so you're kind of hiding behind that that tree that was off to your left there.
Yep.
All right.
Put the tree between me and Kentucky James.
Seeing you hide, he is going to think that you are scared, so he is going to come after you.
He is right.
All right. And apparently, I did not read this right, and he gets 2 attacks, so he is going to pull out his short sword, and he's going to come around the north side of the tree there, so he's going to be coming around.
did you said he was 60 feet away last round? Is that
Cooch,
not
Cooch moved up probably about 10 to
Okay.
15 feet to get to that tree,
okay?
and so he'd be probably within about 30 feet.
I'm comfortable with that.
Sure. It's loosey goosey when we're online.
The attack
of
the mind.
I don't know that the tree is going to give you much cover anymore.
No. That doesn't matter. Does 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
All right. So for his second swing, does 17 hit?
Uh-oh.
So you see as a reaction, you see Spade about to get hit, and I bring up a shield like a droid, and that increases my AC by +5 until the next turn.
Oh shit!
Nice.
So as he swings down with his second, it clanks off the shield and drives the sword away into the ground. And it is Farley's turn.
Cool. All right. I'll use my bonus action first since that kind of hurt a little bit, and I don't want that to happen again. To use my second wind to gain a couple of hit points back. So it's this +3. Jeez, that D10 is rolling 10s. So I'll gain 13 of it back. That means I can't hit him twice. Okay, yeah, looking pretty good, feeling pretty good. And I will just swing once then. And that should hit. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
So then this is piercing plus the giant damage. So 7 + 4 is 11 damage to Mr. Orc number A. And that's all that I can do.
How does he die?
Oh, nice. Yeah, just as he gets distracted by his friend going down, I'm just gonna straight to the gut shot and then up and twist.
So as you shove your sword into his guts, he goes
Nice.
and just tips over like a statue.
How close am I to the Kentucky Spade combo?
You'd probably be about 20 feet.
All right. I'm going to. I'm gonna slowly walk up behind him and stand behind or whatever direction I guess I can be to Kentucky.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I mean, I don't think because I can't get there at half speed, so I don't know that I can be super stealthy. But I would try to not alert him that I'm coming unless he's obviously looking at me.
Why don't you roll a stealth just to see what happens?
Oh yes, roll back 19.
All right. Yeah, he is unaware of your presence. He does not know that you are sneaking up on him.
Walking up, catch Spade's eye and kind of like a.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting cats. All right.
And that's it for me.
Yep. And then that's Spade's turn.
All right, so he's got a dude up in his grilla, and I am going to. Well, I'm going to make him roll a Constitution saving throw as I extend my palm and shoot poison spray at him.
I'm guessing a 6 does not clear that.
He will take all of this. 11 out of 12 possible damage.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, he did not like that. He's just
Awesome.
rubbing at his face and trying to get it out of his fur.
Did you just spray the cat with a water bottle? Like with a...
Get off the counter!
You're bad. Naughty. Get out of here. Get. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, and then I'm like, the treasure is mine, all mine. There's nobody else here, so the treasure is gonna be mine. And then I end my turn.
He's gonna look at you through squinty eyes and yell, "It belongs in a museum!" I've been waiting to say that.
Nice.
He is going to short sword. Ooh, 23.
So that's gonna hit me,
Yeah.
and there's literally nothing I can do.
I have something I can do about it. I'm
Oh.
going to. You see on his on the front of Farley's armor. You see a rune light up that looks like the shape of a cloud, and I will use my reaction to when a creature within 30 feet of me is hit by an attack roll. I can use my reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet becomes the target of the attack using the same roll, and I will choose myself.
Oh, so
So as he was swinging a short sword, he actually hit me on the backswing, and that stopped it. But he gets to deal me the damage.
huh? All right. So as he
This is
takes
so
his,
fun. I got to use like every ability I have. This is awesome.
so as he swings back,
Oh wait, I have one.
he catches
Yeah.
you right in the chest, dealing you 4 damage. And as he swings forward, so I'm gonna use his swing forward as his second attack.
Sure.
His swing forward is for 17. 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that'll
think he
hit.
gets you.
So 17, and his swing forward gets you for 4 damage. So it's like a chop chop. And he is actually quite surprised and will turn and face Farley once he realizes that his backswing had unintended consequences. That's gonna be his
Yeah,
turn.
that was good stuff. All right. Okay. Attacking him now with main hand short sword. That hopefully will hit 21 to hit.
Ah, yeah, that hits.
Got it.
And the giant damage is only once per turn, so if I hit him again, this doesn't hit. So a total of 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And bonus action to hit with the offhand short sword. Oh no! Natural 1.
What were you swinging with?
A short sword.
So as you swing at him with your natural 1, you swing past him and he's kind of out of the way, and you have so much force behind it that it gets stuck right in the tree.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're big sized.
Yeah. So now
I don't understand my own reach.
your shorts or your sword is now
My offhand
lodged.
short.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
lodged in the tree.
That's fine. I'll probably leave it there. And the one thing I didn't use yet, I think I'll use if he's still standing. I'll use my action surge to get 1 additional action this one time, and I will attack again with my main hand short sword that
Nice.
is not in the tree. And dirty 20,
Yeah, that hits.
and 8 more damage.
All right, he's looking kind of ragged.
Okay.
He's
Um,
not enjoying the fight.
I will. I'll use my, I guess, free action or movement, whatever, to just say, "Are we supposed to kill him too?" And that's my turn.
All right, Spade.
Yeah, so let's see. Spade is going to I think I think I do just want to kill this son of a bitch. So all right, so Spade is
Tough when you're
going to
fighting
say
tough when you're
Yeah.
fighting your hero,
yeah,
guy who got you in the
Spade's gonna
business in
say
the first place.
you're never meet your heroes. God, you're kind of a prick, Kentucky. And I am going to just take my dagger and just try to stab him. I can't hit this cat.
Nope, that definitely did not hit.
I cannot hit this cat. And then I am going to, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna also then just say, Kentucky, you better run away. I don't want it to end like this, man.
He's gonna turn to Spade and say, I can't let you have it. You're gonna use it for the wrong purposes. You don't know its power. And he is going to...
He is right. We do not know its power.
He is going to attack Farley because Farley seems to really be strong, and he's not concerned about Spade right now because Spade couldn't hit the broadside of Barn.
Yeah, you can't hit the broadside of a barn cat.
Yeah, broadside of a barn cat.
Show title.
Yep. You want to put that in there, Gooch?
I got it.
All right, he's getting you with his short sword, 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
For 7.
Sure.
And he's going to swing again. That's not going to hit. 10.
Nope.
He's going to... he's going to stay where he's at.
Okay.
He can't let you. He can't let you. He said he's going to say, think about it. This could be put to so much better use. Why can't you see? That's your turn.
All right. With the one short sword in hand, I will swing at him. And that's not going to hit. 10. I guess I'm just going to... I've used all of my cool things. I'm going to stand there and be ready to attack next round.
All right. Spade.
All right. Spade is going to make him... Yeah, I'm going to make him make another Constitution saving throw as my palm comes forward.
15.
All right, that saves. He takes nothing. So, Spade says out loud, "You've been a treasure hunter. But why do you want to keep all the treasure for yourself? Maybe it's our time, Kentucky. Maybe we're gonna be the great treasure hunters."
He's going to turn to Spade and yell, "Don't be a prick. This isn't going to me." And he's going to, since he has his short sword pointed at Farley, he's going to swipe with his claws at Spade. That's a 12.
Spade gets out of the way.
Yeah. Keeping his short sword pointed at Farley, he's going to claw again. He's going to kind of do like the cat is stuck and he's trying to reach at something, and he's just swiping his claws back and forth. Oh, that's a nat 1. He scratches himself. On his follow through, he slips and swipes at his leg, giving himself. Well, I'll give him 1 point of damage.
I thought he had like an itch in the back door, if you know what.
Yeah, he forgot to wipe properly.
Yeah, his next attack with the claws is going to do some additional necrotic damage.
It's gonna give you pink. It's gonna give you pink eye.
Oh man.
Oh, it's just, where did it go so wrong?
I could tell you. All right, there, Farley.
Okay. Swing the short sword. Maybe 18
It hits.
to hit. All right. For 9 plus 3, it would be 12 damage.
How does this gentleman die?
All right. Since he didn't get any other direction from Spade about keeping him alive, I think he's just going to go for a stabbing motion and unceremoniously just take him out. Just right through the chest.
All right. As he goes down, he's gonna just say, you don't know what you're doing. And he's down.
You may be right, but we're the greatest treasure hunters in the land now.
All right. As
All right,
the
out of initiative.
as the effects of the giant ability fade and Farley comes back to his regular size, he'll say, "Man, Kentucky was a wildcat, huh?"
Side note, he also went down like a wildcat. Too soon? Too soon?
Oh,
Oh,
upset.
oh.
Let's
Goes red
search.
shade and he's dressed like a peacock.
Let's search Kentucky James. See if he's got any cool shit.
All right, why don't you roll an investigation?
I was waiting for direction where you say
was
don't
it-
kill him, and I just clubbed him over the head with the flat side, but that didn't come, so Farley
Nope.
wouldn't know better.
He's a prick. I got a 14 on my investigation.
All right, yeah, stuff wouldn't have been hard to find. He has, as you're looking through in his pouch that he had slung across his shoulder, he had 2 potions of healing, and he found a little bag of gold that, when shaking it out, if you were to look inside, probably had about 40 gold in it.
Nice.
Awesome. So let's
nothing
each
else
add a
on him.
potion of healing.
And I think Spade would probably be the one in charge of the money unless it becomes too heavy to carry.
Makes sense. How much in gold? I'm sorry, I missed it.
40.
Awesome.
His short bow is nothing really to write home about. His short sword was really weathered and beaten. For an adventurer, you would kind of look at it as, boy, he really doesn't take care of his equipment kind of type of sword.
I don't want either of those things, unless you think they're worth enough money to carry them around, Farley.
Probably not. I already have 2 short swords, and the short bow looks tiny in my hands, so you'd think it looks ridiculous.
Did you pull your short sword out of the tree?
Not yet. Oh, I should have when I was giant sized.
It's gonna be very hard now.
I will make an attempt to pull it out of the tree now.
All right, give me strength.
Heyo, natural 20 plus 3.
Well, yeah, it
Nice.
just pulls right out in your hand. It's kind of to where you
Yes.
thought, well, if I would have just given it a little tug in combat, I probably could have pulled it out.
Yeah. I'll drag the orc bodies and either hide them in the trees or drop them in the. Yeah, I'll probably just hide them in the trees for now, just so that they're not laying in the middle of the road.
Which trees were you, kind of where you were looking
By the-
originally?
By the water. Yeah.
Okay. As you drag them into the trees and hide them, kind of put some leaves over them, kind of a couple sticks and branches to kind of cover them up a bit. You think you've done a pretty good job at you're not really necessarily concerned. You just don't want it to be visible from the road.
Hmm.
And as you turn around, you see the waterfall, just a beautiful rushing waterfall into this pond. Not so much a lake as it is just a small body of water with an island in the middle of it.
Spade, come here. You got to see this.
Spade finishes up searching Kentucky James and walks over.
All right, why don't you roll me perception?
8.
0.
All right,
It's pretty.
so Farley's just enamored with the waterfall. He just kind of glances at the island and just stares at the water. It's just so soothing and calm as it goes and flows over some pillars and some rock, and it's just he wants to sit down and just kind of stare at it for a while. It's so peaceful. And Spade kind of notices the island and sees kind of like a rock formation, and something's kind of sitting on top of kind of like a raised bed of rock. Not quite sure what it is. But
Spade see the path on how to access the island?
yeah, that would be obvious to you looking to your left. You know, it's kind of in that open clearing is a platform that leads behind the waterfall and out along the edge of the cliff, and then juts across over the water onto this island. And as you follow it with your eyes, you kind of see the path that you're supposed to take. You look at the water and you can't really see the bottom. The water itself is kind of mucky and dirty and kind of churned up a bit, kind of like the motion or the pounding of the waterfall is turning up the dirt at the bottom. So you're not quite sure how deep it is. You could probably swim across, but you would then be wet and it would take more effort.
Hmm.
But you're welcome to swim.
Well, I think... Yeah, so Spade's just going to tell Farley, hey, we just got to go around here, man. See that island right there? That's where the map's telling us to go. We got to go there.
All right. You see, Farley didn't notice the path behind the waterfall. He was just enjoying the waterfall. So it looks like he's going to jump in the water.
No! Where you going, man? You don't want to get all wet? That water's nasty.
You got a better way?
Yeah, then just take a look at this path behind the waterfall.
That's why you got all the brains.
And I'm the good-looking one.
All right, so
I'm gonna lead them. I'm gonna lead the way down the
Okay.
path.
You notice as you come out from the waterfall, Farley's not behind you right away. He pulled out a piece of chalk and is drawing a cat face in the rocks behind the waterfall.
Well, before you
his-
get that far,
This chalk. Okay.
as you walk onto the path, as you walk onto the bridge, it's kind of creaky. It's kind of got some moss on it a little bit, a little slick as you're walking through. And as you walk behind the waterfall, I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
Okay. 17.
17.
Oh, you both kind of, because the moss is so slick, and you kind of, if you've ever walked on rocks kind of down by the beach,
Mhm.
like the big boulder rocks, as you're kind of, as you're a kid, kind of experimenting and kind of having fun playing on the rocks, you sometimes catch a really slippery rock and your foot flies out, and then your mom yells at you to not fall in. That's kind of what happens. You're both
That sounds like
walking.
you're speaking from experience.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And as you're walking, your feet slip on the bridge or on the path, but you catch yourself, and you kind of put your arms out like,
Like, did you see that? Yeah.
And he's
Good.
okay.
I'm good. and you slowly start inching your way forward again. And once you cross onto the other side, get past the waterfall, the footing is better. It's not having the constant water pouring on it. And it's more dry.
So Farley drew a picture of a cat with his chalk and wrote underneath it, Farley was here, but it was spelled wrong, like W-U-Z, and, you know.
H-E-R.
Yeah.
Farley
It looks
was
like
her.
it says, yeah, it probably says like Furl was her.
Oh, why did that happen? Stop.
All right. Island time.
We're
on
we've
island
got to
time.
we've got to get to that treasure before someone else gets it, Farley. Let's go.
And
Alright.
as you continue on the path, you kind of take the curve around to the right, and as you start walking over the water, I need you to give me some perception checks.
Can I do it again?
15.
16.
Okay. As you start to move around that curve, you see this dark shadow going back and forth underneath the bridge at your feet.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Quick, Spade. I think there's something in there.
Farley, you see that? What's going on? What is that?
Can I give Spade a push and kind of push him as far as I can?
Do whatever you want.
I'm going to push him towards the island.
All right. Give me a strength. Are you going to resist?
No, I mean, I'm gonna be caught off guard. I imagine.
All right.
Yeah, 18 for strength.
All right. Well, Spade, give me a dexterity.
Stay on your feet.
It's not good. 7.
All right. So he gives you, Farley gives you a giant shove, and you kind of stumble forward, and you're going teetering left and right. And you're not high off the water. You're only probably about 5 feet off the top of the water. And you slip, and the bottom half of you lands in the water, and the upper half, you're like holding on by your arms at the top. And as your feet are dangling in the water and you're trying to, just your toes are in the water. And as you're kicking, trying to get yourself up, something smacks against your feet.
Whoa, Farley, get me out of here! Something's in here, man.
I will attempt to pull him out. Move into.
All right, give me strength.
Not as good. 10.
All right, you're struggling to get him up, and he's probably about
You're hooked
halfway
on something.
up. And as you are just struggling to get up, from out of the water comes 2 tentacles. One slaps to the left of you, and one slaps to the right of you, and kind of gives the walkway a shake. Why don't you do another strength with advantage this time? Because I'm assuming Spade would be at this point trying to help pull himself up.
I'm scrambling.
Let's get you out of there. 18.
All right. So you get him up onto his feet, and the tentacles are on both sides of you, and 2 more come up out of the water, and so now your path is blocked. Roll initiative.
Oh no, not as good.
15.
6.
I need to pick John's brain on how to do this properly.
Initiative?
Oh, that's interesting. Now your initiatives show up. All right, I'll roll that one.
Oh,
14.
weird.
Okay, now you're in order. I had to keep track of that last time. Now it puts you in order in this one. All right, so it goes Spade, Beast, and then Farley.
Cool. All right. So you see Spade. He uses a bonus action to create kind of a whirlwind around him, and he raises up 10 feet off the ground, and he's gonna cast a chromatic orb and try to throw that at the monster. And he is going to choose lightning damage. And so I need to make an attack, spell attack, ranged spell attack. And it's 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that's
Nice.
definitely a hit.
So 19 damage.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Nice.
So as you hit, the entirety of its body comes out, and you can tell it's just a giant octopus, and it makes this octopus squealing, screeching, angry, hurt noise. And its tentacles to the side kind of shake the bridge a little bit.
Release the
Yeesh.
Kraken.
Yeesh.
And anything else you want to do?
No, I mean that was cool.
That was effective.
Just a quick question: is he in melee range with us?
Yeah, he's gonna be within, like, he is right there.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
kind of.
So
under
I'm
the
not
bridge.
gonna run up.
Do you,
I'm just gonna kind of scoot around to maybe put Farley, in his line of sight, but never leaving his melee range.
All right, so you're kind of
yeah, 'cause
use
you-
Farley as a shield.
the little flying thing allows you to move 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Is it up though? Is it? Up?
Uh,
I think it's
just-
straight up.
Just fly up to 10 feet. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move 10 feet away then. Yeah,
You
that's
move
So
in-
exactly what I
make-
wanted to do.
Tom wants to know whether you're over the water, over the land, or over the bridge,
Yep.
because it might matter later.
Over the land.
All right, so you move 10 feet, and you're kind of hovering over the beach area.
That
All
feels right to
Good
me.
choice. Good choice.
Yeah, that is a good choice.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, so the octopus, he is going to make a tentacle attack. He's going to tentacle Mr. Farley.
Yep.
Does 8 hit.
No.
All right, he's going to swing his tentacle, and you're going to duck underneath it, and it's just going to kind of shake the bridge a little bit, trying to get you unsettled. And then
Yeah.
it is Farley's turn.
Oh man. I don't know if going. The only thing I have left is being a giant size one more time, but I'm standing on a bridge, so I don't know that I want to be that much bigger. I'm gonna just go ahead and attack main hand and offhand at the tentacle that missed me. 8, I'm assuming, does not hit a tentacle.
Does not hit.
All right. Offhand. That might be okay. 17.
17 hits.
All right. No fancy stuff this time. Just 6 piercing damage.
Nice.
All right. So that
And
was-
I'm actually going to. There's tentacles in my way to get to the beach.
I mean, they're not huge. You would have to probably try to do an athletics or an acrobatics to get over it.
All right. No, I'm fine. I'll stay where I am. That'll be my turn.
All right. It's back to Spade.
I'm gonna just kind of back up another 15 feet or so, basically to the other side of the to the other beach.
All right, yeah, 15 feet
And,
would put you to the bottom side of those steps there.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it. 16 to hit.
Yep.
Cool. And 7 damage.
Nice.
And then just say, Farley, hey, chop its arms off. He can't hit us if he doesn't have arms. And then I'm done.
Yes, my lord.
All right. The octopus is going to use a tentacle to grapple Farley. Is that a strength?
I hold on. It's
Is it strength for strength?
grappling. Use the attack action. It would be an attack action. Just okay, wait. Using one free hand, you try to seize a target by making grapple a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check.
All right. Well, I will roll strength, and you roll whichever one you want.
I'm going athletics.
22.
Natural 20 for 25.
Oh, good lord!
Boy.
So the
You needed every
tentacle,
bit of it.
the
I
tentacle
did.
wraps around you, and you kind of squeeze in, and then you just unleash with your strength.
Yeah.
And you actually pop the tentacle. So you
Nice.
rip it from its arm. So basically you'd almost be like cutting it in half. But like
Yeah.
because you used your muscles, it just rips right off.
Nice.
We'll deal it D4 damage. Dealing it 4 damage.
Nice.
And that's the octopus's turn.
All right.
And
I will.
actually, what it's going to do is it's going to... Nope, it's going to stay there.
Okay.
It's Farley's turn.
All right. I'm gonna try to work my way across the bridge and hack at the tentacles that are in my way on the way. So I will again attack. Same thing twice. 14.
Hits.
For 7 damage. And offhand swing. Nope. 7 to hit.
7
not
does
hit.
not hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. I don't want to take I don't want it to have an attack of opportunity, but I want to work my way across the bridge as far as I can without walking out of its range, I guess.
So you'll need to give me an athletics as you climb over a tentacle.
Come on, you can do it. 13.
All right, so you make it over the tentacle. It was rough. The thing was squirming and not wanting you to go, but you made it over, and you are now on the other side of the tentacle with nothing between you and the beach.
Cool. I like it. Done.
All right, Spade.
All right. Spade is just gonna say, "Nice work, Farley. But cut off another tentacle. We need to kill this thing." And so I'm gonna just lob another firebolt at the octopus. 8. So just over his head.
Yep, it does not hit.
And that's gonna be all I'm gonna do. I'm kind of keeping my distance.
All right. Octopus is going to attack with his tentacle. He's going to swipe at Farley. 7. Does 7 hit you?
It does not.
All right.
Big man used to melee combat.
Mm-hmm.
Tentacles are just like squishy arms with suckers on them.
Wishy.
Who's the sucker now?
All right.
All
It's
right.
gonna be Farley's turn.
I will. The island would be a trap, so I don't want to leave this thing alive because we're gonna have to get back out of here somehow. So I will just keep hacking at it. Oh, that was gonna be really good. 15.
15 hits.
All right, I like it. 8 damage.
How does it die?
Nice.
All right. As I was hacking at it, I was waiting for it to get its head a little closer and a little closer, and as I was swinging towards the tentacle, I actually swung past the tentacle and went for its eye or mouth or face or something that got too close to the bridge because it was getting confident.
As it takes a shot, it just kind of gives you that octopus scream again and just slowly sinks into the water. Its tentacles just kind of trying to grasp and just grasping. One takes a final swipe at Farley, but it just kind of brushes off his foot as everything just kind of sinks into the water and out of sight.
Nice.
Nice.
And you're out of initiative.
Nice work, Farley.
Farley would find a nice soft patch of sand and kind of plop down and be like, I could really use a rest.
Me too. How you feeling, man?
Just spent, but okay.
All right. Are you going to take a short rest?
You want to see what's on the pedestal?
There's gonna be no value to me taking a short rest, so
All right. So
I can see what's on the pedestal.
So mathematically speaking, I would start a short rest while he's doing that, but if it gets interrupted, it won't count.
All right. So as you kind of plop yourself on the beach, Spade is going to go up the stairs and kind of look around. Why don't you give me a perception or investigation? Give me investigation.
Okay, I'll give you an investigation. 12.
All right. I mean, everything is pretty much laid out in front of you. There's this giant altar that is kind of dark and dirty. It doesn't look gold, which is kind of weird because it's supposed to be a gold altar. And beyond the altar is a kind of a throne with a skeleton in it. This could be the place that you're looking for. You know, it's supposed to be a gold altar, but you know, it's by a waterfall, and you look around on the ground looking to see if there's an actual X, and there is not.
Yeah.
But as you
You're not in.
All right.
You're not in the library of Alexandretta.
yeah.
There's no X on the floor.
As you approach the altar to get a closer look, the 4 pedestals on the 4 corners of the platform spring to flame. They come alight, and the heat just kind of gets you for a second, as you know how when something lights for the first time, it kind of gives you this.
Yeah, it's like a WWE entrance. So
Yeah.
Booker T's coming out.
And as you approach the altar, you kind of get a little bit of a gleam off of one of the corners. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna take my dagger and like scrape a little bit at the altar to see if like underneath a layer maybe is gold.
All right. You scrape away, and you realize that what is dark and what is just it's dirt. It's rust. It's not rust because I don't think gold gets rust. It's like just weather beaten, dusty sand. Probably mud from the octopus flinging mud at people, and just it's dirty. That's it. As you scrape more and more off, and you suddenly realize that you are looking at a solid gold altar.
Ooh. All right. And there's a throne with a skeleton on it. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
All right.
There's nothing spectacular about it. It just looks raggedy. Just its clothes are kind of mostly off, disintegrated. But as you kind of look at him, he kind of raises one of his hands and starts waving it around in a circle.
Uh-oh.
The skeleton's doing that.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And
All
off
right.
to his right, a portal opens up.
Ooh. Is there any piece of the Is there any piece of the gold that I can remove? Because we came here for treasure.
Well, that is all that is happening. Just this portal opens up to his right. Nothing's coming out. It's just kind of there.
All right.
And,
All right. Well, I'm gonna message into Farley's head and say, "Hey, man, come up here. Something weird's going on."
Alright. Farley will join him at the up on the raised portion.
All right. As Farley walks up to the altar, he realizes that it is indeed an entire altar of gold. So that would probably make him happy in the shorts. Do you think Farley would actually recognize that there was a portal open? I'm going to leave this up to your character, not have you roll.
He'd probably be taking it all in. The gold would be distracting, but he's generally the one who is responsible for the threats, so he'd probably immediately notice the skeleton and then look and see if there's anything else. So he probably would notice, but he might not understand what it is.
All right. Well, upon recognizing a gold altar and having a portal in front of him, we're going to end it there.
Awesome.
So that was
Nice adventure, man.
That was literally my entire adventure. I threw in the portal at the end as a possible jumping point to the next thing if JC's ever gone.
Nice.
Nice adventure, man. Worked out really well.
Good stuff.
Good. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed it and wasn't overly bored.
I enjoyed it.
Good. We are Tuners
really
Request.
fun time.
We are here every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Next week we will not be here. I will be out, but we will be back again the Sunday after that with, in theory, assuming everybody's here, going back to the Ice Lady trying to kill us. So join us. Let other people know about our show. Share it with others. Give us a rating and review wherever you get your podcast from. If you want to support us, let other people know. That's the best way to do it, is by giving us reviews and ratings any place where there's the podcast. Another idea for supporting us, patreon.com. Patreon.com/2nerdsonquest. We have a page there with some cool rewards. I keep saying I'm going to be adding something new, and I haven't added it yet. Maybe I'll do that this week. It's going to be a coffee mug. We'll be adding that tier. We also have a shop. So I will put that here in chat and go check out some cool stuff. Cooch, that's broken. Cooch got a coffee mug, and he apparently likes it.
Yeah, it's a nice thermos style coffee mug, and it is beautiful.
So that is
Put
available.
a lot more mixed drinks than coffee in it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Go to bit.ly/OurFun Discord to get all the links and stuff. Check out everything there.
Kentucky Jones bourbon.
Oh, Kentucky James. So for me, for Genius, for Cooch, and the missing DM, JC, we'll catch you in 2 weeks.
All right, thanks. And come out the other side, so we'll set that up next time if that's a thing.
Yeah.
See if we can get that. That gold altar's got to be heavy.
Yeah. That's. We'll see. I mean, it's got. If you look at the map, it's got like little horns off the edge. Maybe. Gold is soft, so I mean, you can. Maybe hack some chunks off, or maybe if you're able to move it, maybe you can stick a edge over the fire to melt it.
Now you're talking.
But yeah, that's I never quite had an idea as to how you would get the altar out. I figured that was a you problem.
Yeah, DM. It's not a DM's problem. It's the player's problem.
But yeah, I think what I'll do if JC's gone again is I'll just do mini maps like this to where I have a map that can be done in 90 minutes, and that's where I was struggling, was trying to find monsters that would be easily defeatable but not easily defeatable.
I feel bad about killing the Kentucky James. I thought maybe it would be like, okay, we won, we defeated you, we tied you up. What do you want to do with this thing? Why does it grow in a museum? But I'm Farley, not Spade, so I don't have those thoughts.
He can't tell us what to do. We're the greatest treasure hunters.
All right, we have show titles.
All right.
That's some
So
good show titles.
If you're in chat, go to this link, tommnorm.showbot.tv. We're going to vote on some show titles. I'll read them out. We have Orc Bacon. Don't come back till it's done. Bad kitty, off the counter. You're kind of a prick, Kentucky. Hit the broadside of a barn cat. Next attack causes pink eye. That Kentucky was a wildcat. And never heard an octopus scream. So go to tommnorm.showbot.tv or click on the link if you're in chat.
It's a tough one. I like about 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to just not pick one because I said it. So I picked a kind of collaboration one.
Hit the broadside of a barn cat.
Anybody in chat? We could use some votes because there's only 2 of us voting now, so there's no natural tiebreaker there.
Yeah, I don't want to have to pick.
But I think you're gonna have to.
I am really excited about this Rune Knight build. I really like the runes, and they all worked almost exactly how I wanted them to. Not the way, or they worked the way I wanted them to, but didn't exactly work how I thought they were going to. So.
So do the runes, like, they need to be recharged or something?
Yeah, once per short rest, and then the giant size thing is twice per long rest. So, I figured that I was kind of going all in on that first battle, but that's probably how my character would play it. So
that's real cool. All right, Tom, it's up to you. We've got a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
It's not getting better.
Yeah, somebody in chat did not make it easier on me.
Whoa, 3-way tie.
All right.
If I was to add another one, I put that next attack causes pink eye. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was both gross and enjoyable.
Yeah.
But we've got some good ones here.
All right. I guess if nobody else in chat's gonna vote, I'm going to.
Tough one.
I'm gonna have to go with Bad Kitty off the counter. 'Cause that made me chuckle.
All good. Couldn't lose with those three, I think.
Nope.
Couldn't lose.
Nope, that one made me chuckle.
Yeah, I can picture you holding your hand up and spraying that whatever it was, acid spray or whatever, poison spray, right in its face, like, down, get down.
Mm-hmm.
And then he
Good
comes
times.
back and swipes at you and knocks your drink off the counter before jumping down.
All right.
I saw Scott tell me I should have taken the hat and whip off of Kentucky James, but
I mean, you still could. You're still. I mean, you just have to go over or swim across.
maybe,
Yeah.
right? So, another thought for next time. Good
Mhm.
times though. Nice adventure, Tom. Nice work on your first DM, man.
Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
it felt a little rough starting out, like. But the second half,
all
I
you
felt
really
flowed
have
a little
to-
better.
All you really have to do is actually create the world in your head. Right? The rest plays up.
Yeah, and I didn't.
not
And
so
that's what I
much,
did.
yeah.
I didn't write anything down. I think if I was going to do like a full-on adventure, I would have to, I should
Mhm.
start writing shit down. But
And I think you get, and this is maybe just watching John in the in our Friday night campaign. You start with a plan, and then what the players bring to your plan just enhances your plan. Now you can take our backstories, you can take what we did and the choices we made, and now you have an idea of what would be interesting with those characters in whatever world it is that you're creating. And now there's a portal, so who knows? Today it might have just been a random portal to nowhere, but by the time we get to the next session, it could be all kinds of fun.
yeah, yep. And I have probably over 100 maps that I've either bought or got for free or whatever, because I subscribe to one where I get like a map every
Mhm.
week or something. So I have like just a
Mhm.
bazillion of them.
Cool, man.
And I mean, even in the worst case, if you're looking for ideas, I think if you're tied to my D&D Beyond account, you should be able to open almost any book on there except for I think just the newest one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just looking for an idea to spark something, or if you're like, oh man, I don't have a map for this, there might be a map in one of the adventures that was printed 5 years ago or something, that it's just, you just need a room or a tower or a whatever, and you've got the grounds laid out, and then
Mhm.
once we go inside you need something, or vice versa, and that's all there too. It's the story that
Yeah.
you're looking for. This is a fun one.
Yep. Yeah, and I figure the treasure hunter adventurer kind of thing
Mhm.
leads to stuff like this where it's literally a short story. It's not like a full on, like you can take the same characters and do scenarios like, and not like a
Right.
full on Ice Spider Peak or whatever the hell it's called, or
Yeah, or Icewind Dale. Yeah.
Icewind Dale.
Yeah, and you never know if all of our characters die in that campaign and Valine comes out. Maybe Spade and Farley, after a couple more levels, meet up with some other adventurer, and Valine comes and says, "Hey, I got this treasure. You guys are treasure hunters,
Mhm.
right? Let's go back in there."
Oh, and speaking of levels, might as well level up because we'll take the next dungeon at the next level.
Yay!
Jackpot. All right, man.
I'm gonna rate
Well, hey,
us
thanks
to
a lot.
Brian Dunaway.
That
He is
was-
playing DuckTales on this. Was that the regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo? He's playing the DuckTales
Ooh.
game.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, that game is actually really fun.
So we are gonna rate
Bouncing around on the pogo stick
him.
cane.
He's literally
I-
doing that right now. Yeah, he's fighting a boss.
I don't remember much of the game, but the theme song gets stuck in my head from the show, and that'll be there for a while.
Yep.
Oh
Alright.
man,
I'm gonna shut
just
the stream
watching
down.
this for like 11 seconds just makes me so happy.